Hey, it's me. Oh my goodness. I miss you guys. So here's the thing. I'm back and I'm better. Yes, I'm back and I'm better. I'm going to be more committed to YouTube. Posting videos, I'm thinking I want to say once every 2 weeks, because I don't want to do every week. Or maybe I should start off with every week, because just to get like the flow going, and then do it, because I don't want to run out of material or run out of things to talk about on here. And so it's been a year, a lot has happened. I'm gonna go through some of that stuff at a later date, but today what I wanted to talk about is what's my business entity. You have a couple of business entities that you could register as. So you have sole proprietorship, you have your LLC, you have S Corp, you have C Corp, you have some other stuff down the line, right? Corporations, things like that. Okay, so quick tea. A lot has happened in the last year. I'm going to do a video about what has went on. I want to put a disclaimer that I am not giving any legal advice. I am not a tax preparer, an attorney. I'm just a 6-year vet, semi-vet, that has been doing this for almost 6 years now. I've been in business for 6 years, Renee's Armoire, and I've been through everything. So what I am portraying to you is nothing that I just took off Google and was like, here, copy and paste. No, it's not me at all. Anytime I give information or anytime that I give advice, it's gonna come straight from the dome. I don't do notes, maybe some little stuff that I might forget, but none of this stuff is like directly off of Google. So let's hop straight into it. Sole proprietors, I'm gonna go through two. I'm just gonna do sole proprietor and LLC, because those are the only two that I know most about, okay? I don't wanna get into S Corp and C Corp because I'm not there, and there's like some different brackets of stuff that you have to pass to get to these levels. The first one that I'm gonna go over is sole proprietor. So for a sole proprietor, once you register your business and you have this little piece of paper here, this is what it looks like in Tennessee. This is for my other business, but once you get this from your county clerk, that's who you should register with, but I'm not sure if it's different in different states. But in Tennessee, you register with your county clerk. There was a license application that I had to go through for both of my businesses, Renee's Armoire and Tina Shanae Style and Design. Once you get that, you're a sole proprietor. So you're automatically a sole proprietor in the state's eyes, or really in anybody's eyes, because what a sole proprietorship is there is no difference between you and your business name, or you and your company. And what that means is Tina Shanae Style and Design. I am Tina Shanae Style and Design. Tina Shanae Style and Design is me. So for any reason someone gets upset, someone wants to strike back at you for something, and they want to sue or take some type of legal action against you, or actually against your business, they're doing it against you. So if someone wants to sue your business or come towards your business with any type of anything, a lawsuit, restraining order, like who knows, any crazy thing that may happen, Newton's law of bullshit, it will happen. So you're totally liable for anything and everything that happens to your business once you are a sole proprietor. There is no difference between you and your business. You are one, like a marriage. You're married, okay? Once you get an LLC, what's gonna happen is you divorce, or you separate. I'm not gonna say you divorce, but you separate. You're still married, but like y'all not together no more. So if at this point during the LLC, or not during, once you have your LLC, you and your business are conjoined twins that separated. You are two different people now. So if someone wants to sue your business, come at you with a restraining order, a lawsuit, can you even restrain an order against a business? Not sure, but crazy. if someone does anything crazy towards your business, it's towards your business. Any wages that your business earns is now liable for whatever action comes against your business. Whereas as in sole proprietor, your earnings are your business earnings, and they can take every penny, nickel, dime that comes and flows through that thing, everything. You're protected as an LLC by those means. Like, you know, they can't come and get your funds. If you're working a 9 to 5 and someone just chooses to randomly take action upon you, I don't want to say sue or just some crazy stuff because I don't want it out in the air. But if anybody wants to take any type of action against you, or actually your business, I'm sorry. If anybody wants to take any type of action against your business at any point of your LLC, you're protected. Your name is protected. But the business has to forego anything that comes its way. But your wages and your property, everything that belongs to you, your name is protected. How do you go about figuring out, you know, what you want to do? So like I said, when you first start your business, you're automatically in a sole proprietor. That's just how it is. Unless you, well, actually, no, you're automatically a sole proprietor. Even if you come in with a partner, you guys are sole proprietors, unless you go through the proper steps and channels to register as a different type of entity. What I did, and Renee's Armoire, sorry, I'm not I anymore. Renee's Armoire is officially an LLC now. So what I did, I had to get a lawyer for what will be another story time. I had to get a lawyer in order to do my LLC. The reason that I wanted to is because I did another type of legal document by myself, and she's seen it, and she was like, yeah, I see one mistake. I don't know what the mistake is. She didn't tell me. Don't know. I guess it'll come back in a couple months. But I already made a mistake, and I didn't want to make another mistake because these mistakes can cost you. So once you do your LLC, I had to pay what I did was what she did was went on the Secretary of State's. I think that's who you register your LLC with in your state. And my lawyer did that for me. So there was the Secretary of State fee for my LLC. And then there was my lawyer's fee on top of that. If you feel totally confident that you can do it by yourself, one shebang, I would Google the proper channels it takes for your state. From what I know, it's the Secretary of State. Your Secretary of State, I'm not sure if you can go up there now with the restrictions, or maybe the restrictions are being lifted, but go up there and register, or go online, easy route, and just type in all your information and get the thing going. It took maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. I don't even know, but I just know that she was like, hey, is this the payment that we're doing? And I was like, yeah, that's the payment that we're doing, girl. What's up? And like 10 minutes later, she sent me a picture of Renee's Armoire LLC. And I was like, girl, I could have did that, but I didn't want to do that. Not by myself. It really just takes common sense. But then sometimes with these legal documents and stuff, common sense just not common, because it be some trick questions on there. You be looking at the paper like, what? Am I answering this right? And you be like, damn, I know I'm not lying, but am I answering this right? So that's just that. You can obtain a lawyer, or you can just obtain someone who's well versed and who has done it before. I really don't think it's that hard, but like I said, I was going through at that point. I didn't want to look at no more documents, no more. You want to make sure that you do those cards under your business name. So if anything goes wrong, you can't pay them, it's the company's responsibility to pay those back. And say, for instance, that you go into debt, you won't be responsible personally for paying those back, even though it still is your job to. But it's under the company's name, and you can't be, I don't know, like, as I'm explaining it, as a business owner, I'm still responsible for doing it, but not out of your pocket, out of the company's money. It just was what it was. I came out of like $600-700, but it's fine. It'll come back. It'll come back. How do you know if you are ready? Well, what you're gonna do is, once you start, you're a sole proprietor, and depending on what field you're in and how things are going, you can possibly, do not quote me, but possibly be okay with being a sole proprietor for a while. It is okay to be a sole proprietor. Let me say that again. It's okay to be a sole proprietor, but you do take on a lot of the things that I said in the beginning of the video. You know, any little legal actions that come about, you're responsible for, depending on what you're doing as a sole proprietor. If you're going into skincare, I'ma say don't. Like I said, I'ma say don't. I'm not a professional in this. I'm not an attorney, judge, none of that. But what I'm gonna say is, people are really sensitive about their skin. Also, people don't know what they're allergic to, what they're sensitive to. So if you out here just mixing and somebody get a bump here, there, the eye puff up, you know, you can sue. You can sue for anything these days. You could sue for winking at somebody. You could sue for calling somebody girl. Like, it just makes me itch how much you can just sue over bullshit. But you can sue over bullshit. So just because they didn't know, you supposed to have all your ducks in a row and your ass covered. If you're going into something like skincare, anything with like chemicals touching somebody's body, even if it's organic, because people is allergic to the most natural things on earth, like pollen and such, you know, do that. Do a LLC in the beginning, because you don't want that type of you don't want that. That'll bankrupt you before you even start your little penny bank, you know. Also, make sure you have a business account and have them separately. That's just one little tidbit I want to give, because even as a sole proprietor, when I started out in 2015, I had the same bank account, but like it was a different bank account, but in the same bank. And you know, they gonna show if you're in the same bank. And it was just like a lot of commingling that was unnecessary. But if you're doing something with skin that could possibly irritate someone's skin, start off as a sole proprietor. I sell clothing, and then my other business is websites. Also, any debts. So if I get a business card, debit card, credit card in Tina Shanae, technically right now it would be a DBA, doing business as whatever your company's name is. That means that at the end of the day, once you rack up those bills and you get that bank statement at the end of the month, you are responsible for feeding that money back to those companies, not your business or the business at hand. As far as an LLC goes, once you get those business cards, debit cards, credit cards, they would be in the company's name, right? Just cover your ass when you feel needed. It takes 10 minutes to do on the website, on their website, the Secretary of State or the government's website. I'm not really sure, but if you Google it, it will take you straight to that. Make sure you cover your ass, because it's crazy out here. People will send you letters for some bullshit, I tell you. But yeah, you'll know when it's time to graduate until an LLC if you're a sole proprietor. I would not say, like, once you progress, you just have to pay your dues to progress. Once you start to progress, or you feel stuck and you're progressing and then you get stuck, or you feel like you've reached a cap, you have to pay your dues to go over into the next level. And I think upgrading yourself, upgrading your business is a part of said dues. Don't stay a sole proprietor forever, although it's not bad to start off as one. I did so for 5 years and I was fine. The legal, or actually not the legal, sorry. The tax part of it, I don't feel like it's any different. I have not yet reached a year mark of it. Renee's Armoire has only been an LLC for maybe a month and a half, maybe just a month. But I asked my tax lady, and she said your tax preparing is no different. You still need your Schedule C. You're still going to need your profit and loss statement. And if you haven't done that already, maybe I need to do a video about that. Tell me if I do, but that's something that you need to file your taxes, even as a sole proprietor. But it's no different with your LLC. I'm gonna leave. Subscribe, like, share. I feel like I'm doing too much of this, child. Jeez. Yeah. So like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. I don't know. It's like my makeup is it's so cute, but it's like not conveying as cutely as it is for whatever reason. But it's the ring light and my eyes are really tripping. Maybe it